Good morning, Hillside. Wow, are you ready to go to the DR today?
Oh, I think they are. We are so glad you are coming with us on our annual mission trip to the Dominican Republic. We are going to be spending the month of February on this virtual mission trip together.
Hey, before we go,
Yes.
we're going to give you an overview of our relationship with Vision Celestial, which is our partner church in the Dominican Republic. And we were first introduced to pastors Ernesto y Altagracia Bethame by Tom Yacino. And he's of the Del Camino connection, and that's a ministry that connects churches in the United States with churches in Latin America to foster continuing relationships between our different cultures.
Yes. We've had a long and wonderful relationship with Vision Celestial that we want to continue and to share with all of you. Here is a look on the slides at ways we've been partnering with Vision Celestial. Any minute, it's coming.
I just realized I forgot my luggage.
I don't know what you were thinking.
But I remembered my sequin-studded readers.
Yes, you did. Yes, you did.
That lost and found comes in handy.
A good team leader is always prepared, Terry, yes. Well, while we're waiting for that, I am going to invite the children who are in our audience. You get to go on your very own mission trip, virtual mission trip, led by Miss Terry and all her wonderful leaders. So thank you. You are going to have fun learning about the DR as well.
Okay, let's get ready for our trip.
Yes.
One challenge that faces us every year as a mission team is learning how to work well with other folks, what my wife refers to as playing well with others. So yeah, we know very well we all have different personality characteristics. And
that's putting it mildly, Terry. That's putting it mildly. Normally, when we're preparing for our trip, we have each member take a personality assessment, and it gives you, some certain traits in the form of your spirit animal. So we're going to do that together today. I'm going to read some characteristics. I was just wondering if the slides were coming, but if we don't have those, that's fine. I want you to listen to some of the key traits and keep in mind, does this reflect who I am? Because we're going to use that information and share with each other. So first we have the lions. Now, the lions are our leaders, and they're the ones that, if a task is at hand, they're going to jump in, they're going to tell you how to do it, and probably who to do it, who's going to do it, because they probably won't. But they're very good delegators. And so that's the lion that you see on the screen. Next are our golden retrievers. They are empathetic, loyal members who want everybody to get along. Exactly. Now, Terry, we have two more animals, so keep listening.
Otters, party animals. They're here to have fun. They're confident everything's going to be just fine. It'll all get done.
And they're usually creative, very creative.
Beavers, they are our implementors. Tell them what the task is, and they'll work until they get it done, unless the otters tell them to stop.
Yes, very true. So let's see who we have on this trip today on our audience. So if you identified as a lion, no judgments, please stand up. If you can't stand, raise your hand. Don't be shy, lions. You're not shy. Stand up. Come on, stand up. All right, let's see. We got some lions. Yes, we need lions. We need lions. Absolutely. Okay, now if you identified with the golden retrievers, please stand up. Wow, there's a lot of golden retrievers in the house. Okay. You can sit down and look around the room, too. Be learning about your fellow team members. How about our otters?
Yeah, baby.
There you go. They're a very shy bunch, and then lastly, our beavers, those who are going to get it done. Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
I think they're mainly
Thank you.
accountants.
Yes. Now, were any of you surprised? Even your spouses might be going, huh? What? But as you can imagine, as I read those descriptions, there can be some tensions that might arise sometimes by these personality clashes, but that's okay. Because?
Well, okay. Imagine coming together, implementing all these activities. You're in a strange country, different personalities. We all get tired, a little unsettled, familiar food, changing plans. And yes, plans always change.
Always.
But if you have ADD
change.
like I do, it doesn't matter because I just do the next thing in front of me anyway. But we have a cure.
Look in your bags. You all have these.
A cure. Flexi crackers.
Yes.
Chill pills. If you're having an issue, take a chill pill. I'm an otter, never had to take one. It's all cool.
I might say you're being a little too otterly today, Terry. Take a flexi cracker. I might, if we were on a trip together, which we have been. So, as you saw, well, no, you didn't see, but as you may see in some other slides that we're hopefully going to show you.
Vision Celestial, pastored by Ernesto and Altagracia Betherme, is located in the densely populated, poverty-stricken neighborhood of Los Alcarrizos. Hillside first joined with Vision Celestial in 2009 to raise funds for a water filtration project in order to provide fresh water at a reduced cost in their community. This project has grown into helping local women begin their own small businesses, selling water to their neighbors. In 2010, Hillside donated money to assist in constructing the Compassion Children's Center at the church, which was built over the sanctuary and the water filtration project. We further expanded our partnership by sponsoring children at Vision Celestial through Compassion International, an international program that helps children and their families. Sponsored children receive 1 meal a day at the project, as well as regular health and dental checkups, educational assistance, and more. Learning about Jesus is an integral part of the Compassion program. In addition to monthly financial contributions for sponsored children, Compassion strongly encourages sponsors to develop relationships with the sponsored child through letter writing, sending photos, and when possible, visiting the child in their home country. Over the years, more than 135 children in the Dominican Republic have been sponsored by Hillsiders, with over 90 of those at Vision Celestial. Ernesto and Altagracia and the entire congregation at Vision Celestial fully express the love of Jesus by providing aid to their entire community. They have a computer training center for adults, a program to help new mothers and support parental and infant health, and in recent years have begun a bakery as well as a school to teach women sewing skills. Hillsiders have helped fund the development of the bakery and sewing school. All of these programs are intended to help inhabitants of Los Alcarrizos gain productive employment to help raise their families out of poverty. Hillside Mission Trip members have been privileged to assist with refurbishing the bakery and sewing school building. During the closures of the pandemic, Vision Celestial has been providing meals to their neighbors. Hillside teams have also worked alongside Vision Celestial members to build a home for an impoverished neighbor, as well as help construct Vision Celestial's new worship center. Over the years, the most important thing we have learned is the value of the relationship with the members of this church and community, where we have had the blessing to experience God at work in this community and to develop deep friendships with our dear brothers and sisters in Christ.
Let's talk about some ways that we've raised some funds over the years.
Thank you very much. In past years, we've raised funds to help purchase property, renovate the buildings that are on the property, including the bakery. A slide of the. Are we doing this?
Very delicious. Those bakery products.
Awesome, and a sewing school that's right behind the bakery.
Yes.
Thank you. This last couple years before the pandemic thing, we worked on construction of the new worship center, which is now complete. It is awesome. If you saw that before in the other slides, it was dirt and concrete columns, and now it's just an amazingly gorgeous worship center. That was for Vision Celestial. And this year, we're asking for your help to expand Vision Celestial's adult vocational training program. And we're planning to add a second story on the sewing building.
Yes.
In fact, there we are doing demolition work on the roof of the sewing building and tying steel rebar cages. And I'm not sure I want to go in the building where I was tying the steel rebar cages for the concrete, but... Anyway, that one will be geared towards more traditional jobs, plumbing, mechanical work, auto training, electrical, things of that nature. And we're going to be collecting funds every week for that. We have a little diagram over here on the side, and you can make contributions for to the church, payable to Hillside or via the Church Center app. And however, make sure you designate that giving to the Dominican Republic.
Yes. You'll see that we do spend a lot of time with the children. That's the highlight at the Compassion Project, playing games and having crafts and activities. And we also get to visit the homes of our sponsored children and get to meet their families, which is always just a highlight and a treat. And this year, we're excited to announce that beginning today, we have an additional 17 children that we can sponsor as part of our partnership with Compassion International. And so you can sponsor a child at Vision Celestial outside at the information counter in the sanctuary. And if you're not ready to sponsor one today, that's fine, because they're going to be here next week as well, where we'll spend a little bit more time talking about that. I cheated and already picked up one because there was a child I actually met when we were there on our last trip, and they have now become available for sponsorship. So I'm super excited.
That's awesome. I met my first child during a Compassion Sunday by picking up a cart. I had no idea of the journey that we were about to embark upon, watching this little kid grow from 2.5 years old. Now he's 8, and wearing the flat brim hat and doing the signs. Like, oh my God, it's everywhere.
So now that we've given you an introduction, I think it's time for us to start our journey.
Okay, let's go. Let's go to the DR.
The Dominican Republic is on the island of Hispaniola, which is located between the Atlantic Ocean and the Caribbean. Haiti occupies about 1/3 of the island on the west side, and the Dominican Republic occupies the eastern 2/3 of the island. We are flying today to Santo Domingo, the capital of the Dominican Republic. So let's get started and head to SFO. I hope you are looking forward to our journey and you all have your water and snacks in hand. The crackers you have been given are known on a Hillside mission trip as Flexi Crackers. Mission trips invariably have unexpected twists and turns, so flexibility is a key to enjoying the trip. If at any time you are feeling you need a flexibility boost, grab a Flexi Cracker. On our way to the airport, I'll tell you a bit more about the Dominican Republic. It was originally inhabited by the Taino people. Although it was not the first place in the Americas that he landed, Christopher Columbus visited what is now Santo Domingo in 1492, and it became the first Spanish colony in the New World, and therefore the oldest European settlement in the Americas. In the colonial city, you can today visit the house that was built by Columbus's son. We are approaching SFO, so grab your suitcases and of course your flexi crackers, and let's begin our journey. We will be flying first to Florida, where we will transfer planes, and then we will take a 2-hour flight into Santo Domingo. We are on our way. Wow, those flights went really fast. Here we are in the Santo Domingo airport, exiting passport control and heading out into the parking lot. We are approaching the van that will take us into the city and the guest house where we will be staying. You will notice that the weather is a bit warmer and more humid than the Bay Area. This will be the first of many differences that you will be experiencing during our trip. The key is to embrace them. So let's leave the airport and head into the city. As we travel along the Caribbean Sea heading into Santo Domingo, there are a few things I want to emphasize about our trip. While here, you may be working on a construction project and/or you may be working with the kids at the Compassion Project. However, the most important thing is being in relationship with our friends from Vision Celestial. As Americans, this can be difficult for us to always remember. We can be very task-oriented. Okay, some of us more than others. Our goal can always be finish the project. We can be laser-focused on that goal. Don't worry about that. What is important is working together with the Dominicans and building relationships. Well, we are starting to get into some traffic, so let's slow down. You will notice that we are about to go by a large building on the left. This is the Presidential Palace, and it is not far from our guest house. The governance of the Dominican Republic has changed dramatically over the years, including a time when the United States was in charge. In fact, in 1870, it almost became a part of the United States. Since 1996, it has been a functional democracy. The area through which we are now traveling is the most upscale area of Santo Domingo. You will learn, when we later travel to Vision Celestial, that it is located in a much different area than this. Over 20% of the country's population lives in extreme poverty. So here is our home while we are in the DR. We will occupy the top 2 floors of the building, so there will be some steps to climb. Those who need assistance with their luggage, leave it below, and others will carry it up for you. When we awake, breakfast will be prepared for us, and we will gather for prayer before heading out each morning for the day. In the evening, we will return here for dinner that is brought into the guest house so we can share it around the tables in the common area. Afterwards, we will gather outside on the rooftop to review the day, share stories, sing, praise God, and pray. It is during these times that deepening connections are made among our group of traveling Hillsiders. Oh, and lest I forget, one of the most popular features of the guest house has turned out to be that it is within walking distance of an ice cream store. Well, that's it for the moment. Tomorrow we will head to Vision Celestial.
Bienvenido a la República Dominicana.
Okay.
Warm here.
I appreciate Terry's fluency in Espanol. We will be visiting the Compassion Center at Vision Celestial next Sunday, but today we want to join with Vision Celestial in their worship service. In this next video, Ernesto and Altagracia will be welcoming us into the Vision Celestial Sanctuary, where we'll sing a song together. All right?
That's great. And by the way, the most important part of that journey is the ice cream store within a block of our place there. My new name down there is El Hombre Super Helado. Super ice cream man.
Amen.
Hey, let's all stand together. We're going to sing this song in Spanish. And here's the thing. It's their worship team that's playing, and we're just singing along. So get your Spanish on, okay?
Bienvenidos hermanos de Hillside. Qué bueno que están con nosotros. Adelante, por favor, pasen. Estamos contentos de verles y Dios es bueno. Qué bueno ver a nuestros amigos. Qué bueno es compartir nuevamente con ustedes. Nos alegra mucho verles. Teníamos mucho deseo de estar con ustedes. De manera que es una gran bendición de poder estar con ustedes nuevamente.
Y a pedirles que podamos ver su gloria y manifestar en nuestras vidas, de nuestra iglesia, de nuestras comunidades, de nuestra familia.
Abre mis ojos, oh Cristo, abre mis ojos, Señor, yo quiero verte, yo quiero verte. Abre mis ojos, oh Cristo, abre mis ojos, Señor, yo quiero verte, yo quiero verte. Y contemplar tu majestad y el resplandor de tu gloria. Derrama tu amor y poder sobre tu pueblo, Padre Santo. Y contemplar tu majestad y el resplandor de tu gloria. Derrama tu amor y poder sobre tu pueblo, Padre Santo. Abre mis ojos, oh Cristo, abre mis ojos, Señor, yo quiero verte, yo quiero verte. Abre mis ojos, oh Cristo, abre mis ojos, Señor, yo quiero verte, yo quiero verte. Y contemplar tu majestad y el resplandor de tu gloria. Derrama tu amor y poder sobre tu pueblo, Padre Santo. Y contemplar tu majestad y el resplandor de tu gloria. Derrama tu amor y poder sobre tu pueblo, Padre Santo. Santo, 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 yo quiero verte. Santo, 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 Santo,